This past summer, the Elam men's and women's tennis teams took a 7-day trip to England. They got to visit Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, and many of England's other historical sites. But one stop in particular left a lasting impression. Whether you're a casual fan of the sport, a player on the Pro Tour, or anywhere in between, there's nowhere quite like the grass courts at Wimbledon.
We loved going to Wimbledon. That's, I think, a bucket list item for everyone, any tennis player, and it was amazing being in that environment, and it was a lot of fun.
Playing tennis all my life, and a lot of the team is the same way. Going to Wimbledon was kind of like going to where it started, like where tennis began, and so that was very awesome.
Just the fact, I mean, you could go out and be on a practice court seeing Andy Murray hit, and he'd walk right by you. I'd be walking by several guys, and Djokovic would walk right by, the #1 player in the world, or Roger Federer, and their eyes would light up. And that, just being around that surroundings. Some of us were able to get into some of the big courts, and I think that was a thrill for them. Not everybody was able to, but everybody was able to get outside and see some of the other matches. So it was just a thrill. I think it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for all of them, and very fortunate that we were able to do it.
It definitely took me back. That was the highest level of tennis I'd seen. I'd seen a few guys in South Africa that come, like David Ferrer and Lopez and those guys, but walking out and seeing Djokovic at Wimbledon playing probably some of the best tennis of his life was absolutely amazing.
After being spectators at the All England Club, the teams got to play a match of their own against local tennis club Win Academy.
Well, they were really good. We were playing against guys that were probably some of the best British players. Some of them were playing we were getting ready to travel on the tour. Some of them were playing the Wimbledon Junior. So when we were there, we didn't really know what to expect when we got there. I had no idea what the level would be. We were very impressed, and it gave us a great opportunity to play some top-level players.
As a team, it was great to have a midpoint of the summer to get back together and play a match.
We were all slightly rusty from the summer. But there were some good matches, and it was played in a good spirit, so it was good fun as well.
The teams were close even before the trip, but 7 days in England brought their camaraderie to a whole new level.
They're very close. I think even our athletic director, Dave Blank, said, "Are they always this close?" So it was one of those things where I think it's just natural. They're friends. They hang out during the season. A lot of them came in together as we have a lot of sophomores on both teams and juniors, so they're pretty close in age. And it's not one of those things you say, well, let's mingle or let's get along with it. They just naturally do it.
I know last year that we went to a couple of each other's matches, but I think there'll be a lot more support this year. It definitely got closer, being able to go to different places, experience different things.
They had so much fun together and hanging out together outside of it, and it was just like one really big group, and we had a lot of fun.
Overall, the trip was a great experience for everyone involved, and nobody hesitated in recommending for other teams to take a trip as well.
Well, I would say do it. And when it first came out and it happened so fast with us, I was a little shell-shocked because I wasn't quite prepared, but it was great. It was a great experience. I think they're looking at possibly doing this with golf. And I think every program that gets an opportunity to do this should be thrilled, because it's once in a lifetime for some of these kids, an experience they'll never forget.
Enjoy every single minute of it, and it'll be something that the players and the coaches and everyone that goes will forever remember.
It's such a good experience, just being in a different culture, just being part of that different culture and experiencing their life is important, I think.
Get excited about it, go. It was perfectly planned. It was an experience of a lifetime. You're gonna love it.